Okay, so now we are here live as another stream, and what we're doing right now is we're going to play a little Slither. Let's see what happens. I gotta get my mouse out. Goddamn commercials.
See you tomorrow.
One of these nights you could let me.
I'll put that on auto for a second. I'll be right back. Hang on. Let's see. Alright. Fucking having fun with you guys. I can't believe I'm at 71 subscribers. You guys are all awesome who've been checking my game out and watching live over the last couple of nights. I've been doing this now for about almost 3 weeks now. And I have to say thank you, every one of you. It hasn't even been a full month yet. I'm at 71 subscribers. And I think I want to say thank you for everybody who's been watching and having fun with me, keeping me up to date. If you're noticing, Slither here is actually low resolution for a reason. I do it for several reasons. Partly due to the fact that my computer is sucky and it doesn't handle me streaming and doing other activities. So we're going to go ahead and try to hopefully find a board that's kind of fun to play on. And we'll just do my favorite part, which is just basically keeping the same server going, which is one of my favorite things to do. And we'll go ahead and once we find... Oh, shit. God dang it. Well, he got popped anyway, so let's go jump back on that server. I wanted to jump back on this server again. So, yeah, if you're hanging out here on YouTube right now with me, I see there's 2 people watching. And I want to thank you for all of you who are watching right now and making this a very fun... Come on, I had him. He didn't have me. Come on. We're staying on the same server. If you are interested in wanting to know what the server is, let me know in the comments. Tell me, hey, look, I'd like to know what board you're on. I may go back to regular resolution just for a little bit, just because my computer is a lot cooler right now. And I noticed that the hotter my computer gets, the worse my lag gets. So we're going to zoom out a little bit just to see what's going on here, just so we can kind of see what's happening here. We'll get his little sprints that he left behind. We're going to chase him down a little bit. We're not going to go too far. But this is Slither. I've been having fun with this game. Last night I spent a good time talking. I was kind of hammered on some wine. It was a lot of fun. And my streams won't go as long, at least in the morning anyway. But today's a little bit of an exception. This is technically my day off, but I still have to go into work to make up for one of my days I missed this week. And I'm not really super upset about it because they finally got my hours back to normal this week. Because we were kind of having some basically shorter hours because it was slow at work, and now our hours are back to normal again because it is starting to pick up again, which I'm kind of excited about. So I'm kind of excited that I'll get to have a little bit of extra overtime. Kind of works in my advantage. I didn't hit him, dude. God damn it, dude. Alright, let's go. Let's change the resolution to optimized, which means that it's a little better than just playing normal. So, the reason why I'm flying with my British flag flying here is I'm not a British guy, but I'm just a big fan of anyone at the EU who had voted. How old am I? Well, I'm older than probably the person who's putting that comment up here, so I don't know if I want to genuinely give that. That seems a little bit of an odd conversation piece to ask. But, yeah, playing video games doesn't, is not an age requirement. I don't know I didn't know there was one, but apparently this guy's thinking there's an age requirement. So we're going to go ahead and just jump through here real quick, kind of get up all this mass as best we can, and try to clean up all this dots that we have here. And we're going to attack wherever we can attack. And we're going to get ourselves up on the leaderboard here in a few minutes. We're not too far away from the leaderboard. Leaderboard is going to be what I want to say 20. Actually, number 1 was 30,000. Oh, come on! That snake did not do that. Well, I appreciate, Destiny, that you're thinking that I may have cancer, but cancer is not something to joke about. I choose to shave my head because I don't have any hair left because I've lost my hair as I've gotten older. It's this thing called male pattern baldness, something you probably won't understand. It is, a lot of ways, it's actually, this is just who I am, and I'm not really super worried about it. I was trying to kill the orange guy. There's Slacker, or I guess that's Slater. Sorry, Slater. And I kind of got ruined right there because I was watching the chat log and trying to talk to you guys at the same time. Yeah, but I'm not your average gamer. I'm not trying to be somebody, big, and showing you how badass I can be. This is more of a medium to talk about some really hard level conversations. Partly to do that's why I'm running my British flag with me as I'm running around. This whole concept really, the reason why I have the British flag is because I like the fact that the EU has voted themselves, or the Britain has, UK has voted themselves out of the EU. Excuse me. Oh, come on again with the freaking stop. Hey, what's going on, David? Glad to see you. Thanks for commenting and saying hello. If you want to come join, you're more than welcome to join. This is actually a really fun game that's called Slither.io. Simple little game. There's a bunch of these games that are made from the same manufacturer or the same software writers, I guess is probably the better way to describe it. And, you guys are, whoever hanging out here and chatting, I appreciate the comments. Got both of them on that one. That was a good kill on that one. And we're just kind of just trying, we're not necessarily going to make the leaderboard. I'd like to make the leaderboard. But appreciate you all hanging in here and talking and saying hello and leaving some comments. That's awesome. This whole experience for me, like I was telling you, maybe you guys are just kind of coming in, this has been a really strange experience for me because I didn't expect to really have any commentary that would make it at all. And so I didn't get the whole mass, but I got that mass right there, so I'll take that. So we're going to leave that alone right now because it's getting kind of dangerous here on that little corner. So we're just sprinting around a little bit and looking for the next one. Oh yeah, I'll play Dipio next. That's one of my favorite ones to play, Slater. I love Dipio. Thanks for asking that one. That's a really fun one to play. Oh, I just pushed him right into myself there. And he's going to he's eating up all my mass, so I'm going to fuck him up. Watch this. We're going to do one of these animals here. Watch this. God damn, I almost had him there on that one. I might be too small enough to like wrap him up. He's trying to avoid me, but I'm gonna get him. See, I got him. Told you I was gonna get him. Oh, and I got myself. Yeah, I'm on a PC there, Max Med. Hey Ben, glad to see you guys. Hey, how y'all doing? Give you a shout out. Here, let's do this. I'll give you a fun since we're changing up games. Here, let's do this. We're gonna go whoa. There we go. That's a good one. All right, so we're gonna go to Dipio next. Dipio is a really fun game too. I'm actually really proficient in Dipio. I usually hit the leaderboard almost every turn. So, if you're not familiar with this other game we're gonna play here, we're gonna play. Hang on, Games by Atlaz. There we go. Games by Atlaz. So Dipio is a fun shooter game that's kind of what requires you to not just use your mouse, and that was opposed to that one is just a mouse game. This one also requires you to have use of your keyboard, which you use WASD to move around, which helps you maneuver. And we're going to put a couple points in there, one in reload speed to this one, and the next point we're going to go is after that. If you can see in the lower left-hand corner, I'm spending points in acceleration and the like, so we're gonna move movement speed up so we can get out of there a little faster. Some people don't put points in movement speed, I know, but I do put movement speed because I like to get away from shit. There's a few builds that you can do that would require you to have fast movement speed, and I appreciate all you guys talking. And this is awesome. Can I tell you? Yesterday I was a little depressed. I'm not gonna say that. I should probably say that, right? I was a little bummed out. It's like maybe nobody really cares about this shit, but but I'm going to still stick to it anyway, just because I want to have. I really want to have a channel that is mine that talks about things that I feel need to be talked about, but using games as kind of the overall the environment And if you're new to what this channel's about, game politics is actually what I was trying to make it, and I realized I actually titled it Games by Atlaz, but which is fine. That's who I am. I'm your host, friendly gaming host, Atlaz, and the point of this type of play is to really want to stay out of any kind of melee as quickly as you can, get out of it so you don't get hit. And it's technically not melee; it's more ranged attacks that you're running into on a regular basis. But we're going to go ahead and get that bullet damage up, get that bullet speed up. And we're going to go ahead and run away from that guy because, oh shit, we need to get out of that shit. And he's trying to chase me down, but I'll just keep nailing on him. He got that block. He's trying to, I'm hitting him, but he's got a good regen. He's trying to chase me down, so we're going to go twin next. So now we got twin. And we just upgraded, so we're going to go ahead and get our bullet damage up one more. We're going to work on penetration next as well, so we're ways off from the leaderboard, but we're going to get on the leaderboard here probably in about another 5 minutes of play. What I try to do is I try to stay out of any kind of aggravation until I hit a certain level, and we're going to put 2 more in regen so we have a good regen rate. So this is kind of a basic build. Bam, glad to see Bam man, you're glad you're hanging in here. Glad you're hanging. You guys are all saying and leaving comments. I appreciate it, man. You guys are all awesome. Even if I'm not awesome, you guys are awesome for whatever reason. It's not because of me you're awesome. You're just awesome in period because you're actually coming into and exploring. You're actually willing to take a look at other people's gameplay, maybe some other people's ideas, and that's what this show is really about. This channel is really more about how can I express to you guys. How can I make sure? Hang on, let's fix this a little bit so I can see. There we go. How can I make sure that I'm doing a fun environment? Well, I've been wanting to talk about deep topics, and I've always been a deep guy. I do that all the time in my personal life. Matter of fact, I've spent many times drinking beer or smoking some pot or whatever. And if you don't, if you're in an area that's not legal to smoke pot, don't smoke pot. That's not a good idea to do that. Even though I know that it's not really harmful, and I'm not trying to tell you that. I'm just saying I'm just trying to be a responsible adult in the respects that it's not a good idea to tell somebody to do something that may be against the law. That's just so I'm saying. I see we're close to that leader. We're going to get away from that leader here as we're trying to make some points go on here. Try to get him. I got him good. I got my first kill for the game. We're going to do bullet speed cranked up as well. We got some fast damage. We're going to get our movement speed up as well. And I'll probably put some more points. I'll probably max out my penetration. And so we have a high damage, high penetration. That's a really great build to have with fast movement. Fast movement, in my opinion, is one of the best things to keep out of damage because a lot of people will do that. You'll find out that higher up the leaderboards. Is it blurry? It's blurry. Well, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just blurry. I have to change. Somebody told me to change my settings to different setting on here, and I have to go do that. I forget what he had said to change it to. Oh God, Chop, you're here again. Why do you come in here like that? Do you just come in here to talk shit like that? I don't understand why or maybe you're not talking shit, but just promoting your stuff. But Chop guy has been in here. He just says that and like leaves. I don't understand what the hell that's all about. But whatever. I ain't mad at you. I mean, I'm just saying. It seems kind of strange. You're gonna sit there and say, hey, I chop videos up, and doesn't seem to really make any sense, really, in my opinion. But whatever. So moving back to this, so we're just right now we're at about 3,800. The bottom of the leaderboard is what we're going to try to get up to. We're going to get a little bit of a faster bullet speed, so that way that shit really flies across the field. Almost got that guy. I wasn't really trying to shoot for him. I was just more or less trying to fuck with him and see if I could get him. So anyway, we're again, if you're under a certain age, under the age of 18, right? If you're watching this, and if you're hearing my commentary, because I know I have some friends at work that have kids that had said, "No, I'm going to have my kid come and watch your stuff because I hear he's actually, my kids love watching videos, and since I know you're cool, you're not going to say anything gross or anything." But I said, "No, I use vulgarity. I do." They go, "Well, no, it's. I mean, dude, dropping f-bombs here and there's no big deal in my opinion." I'm like, "All right, well, just so you know, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but I do." Some vulgarity. It's part of what I am as a gamer. I like to when I go to work. I don't really care about vulgarity because I don't use it at work because I can't. I'm at work. I have to focus, and so we're just kind of here hanging out. I should probably turn this light to maybe that'll help a little bit. I just killed another guy. So we're kind of killing some people, getting our mass up, getting our size up. We're about 5K. I have 6K right now, and got to stay out of that. That's not going to be fun. Got that guy, so we got another kill. So we're getting a lot of these unnamed tanks out of the way, and I've been learning that it's actually a good thing to Oh, God damn it. He just got me. God dang it. We'll do one more game because we'll get back and one more game here. So we're going to hit auto fire to keep our stuff going. We're going to do 3 points in regen. 2 more points there. 2 more points there. 2 more points there. 3 more points there. And we'll do 1 bullet speed for right now. And that'll help us to get us along. We almost had the leaderboard. I just got kind of too busy talking and chatting as opposed to actually trying to get the leaderboard. So that does happen. We're going to go twin tank. That's one of my favorite ones to do. The next one will be in the step up from this one will be it's going to be what's the next one? We're going to go quad tank next. Quad tank's a lot of fun, but we're trying to get our overall. I'll put a point in health because we do need some points in health. God dang it, dude! You're going to try to chase me down, you cocksucker. I don't blame him for trying to chase me down. I'm still young in the game, and I have enough points that I'm actually valuable to hit. So, I mean, I'm not mad at that. And trust me, it's just, how it is in any kind of gameplay. You don't want to get nailed when you're trying to make the leaderboard. The top of the leaderboard is about 98K last night. My top score last night was about 87,000. So, pretty good. Well, thanks, Slater. I'm assuming that's a legitimate comment. If not, I don't care anyway. I'll take it as a legitimate comment. It's hard to understand chat sometimes. Like if somebody, I have a sarcastic mind, so when I usually read text, I read it through a sarcastic filter. That's just, that's partly due to the fact that's just me. That isn't anybody else. But we're going to get our bullet damage up a little higher. I want to have a nice high bullet damage. And this Daipyo is one of those games. It's a lot of fun. It actually requires not a lot of skill, but it does require some understanding of how to build things. And what I mean by that is you have specific builds that you have to do to keep yourself alive. And as you can see, my bullets, I'm actually outpacing my bullets right now, which is not a good thing. So we're going to put 1 more point in bullet speed just to kind of prevent, because as you can see, I have like a wall of bullets that are going in front of me right now, as opposed to, and he's going to try to fuck me up, and we're going to get 1 more into bullet damage there, so we have a little bit of a faster bullet. And we need to you have to have bullets that are a little bit faster than you as large, because what will end up happening. And by the way, if you're new to this channel and you maybe enjoy some of the conversation that we're having, or maybe you feel that the game style, the games that I'm playing are fun, I do a lot of other games, just so you know. This isn't the only ones. I've been doing Crashlands, which is another one that's really fun. We're doing a full game playthrough. I have like level 9 armor on that one. That game's a kind of a fun game because it's available for you through Steam, and it has some really unique functionality to it. And I'll kind of explain what I mean by the functionality of it that's unique. Is that you have a game that's actually that can follow you not only on your computer, but actually can go to your mobile device as well. So the game picks up right where you left off. The only downside is, from what I see, it looks like you have to purchase it for the mobile app too. So you can't just you have to buy it twice, which I'm not really a big fan of that. Because I was trying to buy it the other day to see if I could continue the story along while I was at work, because then that way I could kind of pick up where I left off. And right now we're just kind of cranking up our bullet damage and trying to get that bullet damage up, and we're trying to get some kills in the meantime. Now the bottom of the leader right now is only 30. I'm just off the leaderboard right now. We'll see what we can get on there. So it looks like I have a chance to maybe hit the leaderboard right now. I'm not too far away from it. It's showing there's about 42,000 people playing Daipyo right now. Maybe not on this specific board, but they are playing it. So we're going to crank our reload speed up just a little bit more, and we're going to see if we can try to get on here. We're just outside of that target I want to be on, and we're going to try to get those points that we need by leveling up a little bit more. We're going to put 1 more in penetration, so we have almost a full. We're just under about 2 clicks under full max damage and full max penetration. So we have a pretty hard-hitting character. I think the next few ones we're going to work on is we're obviously going to get our bullet speed up a little bit more, and then we're going to work on our actual travel speed, how fast we move across the board as well. It helps when you are faster than someone's bullets to get the hell away, and that's why I do put points spend the money in the bullet speed, or excuse me, into movement speed, just because it helps in the higher level as you start moving higher up. As soon as you hit 45, you're not getting any more points. So you have to think about, well, what's going to happen when I get when I get a certain level. So movement is important. It keeps you from getting railed. So I do somewhat of like a semi-balanced build. And what I mean by semi-balanced is I do put a lot of points in a bunch of different areas. Now, I did try one of what's called the body basher builds, I guess is what you maybe want to call it, where you build up your body damage and your sprint and your hit points. And you work on trying to, we're going to work on 1 more, we're going to do another speed, 1 more on speed on this one. and that'll help with just kind of overall. And as you can see, my bullets kind of start making a wall. I like making a wall. Mexico, pay for it. Got that one guy. Now we're trying to, again, I just hit the leaderboard right there at 57K. And so we're doing pretty good. We're not, again, not the greatest player right now, but I've hit #1 slot on this one quite a few times. Again, this is my second attempt. I was almost on the leaderboard that last round, but got kind of waylaid there by the one of those guys that was kind of too busy chatting and watching the chat log. It's not your guys' fault. I'm just trying to still learn all this stuff. So we got a few more seconds, and we're going to go to our quad tank, which is my favorite tank to do. Quad tank is one of those. It's very very powerful, has a lot of damage to do. And we're going to try to see if we can pop this guy because he doesn't seem like to give a shit. He's trying to hit me, but I'm going to just try to see if I can nail him on the way out. He's leaving me alone because I got a pretty good reload rate, and he was trying to hit me, but he didn't get to me. So we're just trying to get those last few points that we need to get the next level, which is going to be the quad tank. Now I just fell off the leaderboard again because somebody just just outpaced me by a few points. So I'll be back up on it here in a second or so. But we want to make sure that we stay alive and not try to be too aggressive too early. Too aggressive too early can end in disaster because you have a lot of people that are trying to kill you, especially if you start having some mass saves. So we're going quad tank next. This is a really great one to play. Again, it makes it a little easier. Just got a couple more kills. Got another kill right there, back to back. So we're trying to get a good kill streak going. We'll see how that works out. Got another kill going. And we're going to go ahead and work on penetration this time. Now the last few ones we're going to push into penetration, and we're going to push into reload. So we want to have, we have fairly good damage, but I want a little bit of a faster reload rate just to kind of help with the higher level stuff, because again, we're at 31 points. We're at #9 on the leaderboard. If you can see my name, Games by Atlaz, in the upper right hand corner on the leaderboard, or scoreboard, I guess they call it here on this one. But yeah, on the scoreboard, it's nice to make the board. That good sign usually that you have some level of skill. Doesn't mean that you're skillful, but just mean you might have some level of skill. Every dog every now and then hits it, but I hit the leaderboard pretty much almost every game I play this. And again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to watch all the different videos. We're going to do Five Nights at Freddy at some point. I had one subscriber that wanted me to play that, and I haven't seen her come back yet. Or at least she came back, and I didn't have a chance to pull it up because we were in the middle of doing some other stuff. And I do have Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't understand how to play it, so it'll be one of those where I'm discovering how to play Five Nights at Freddy's. So that'll be a lot of fun, I'm sure. I killed 3, so we're just slowly moving up the food chain here. We're trying to get a few more points. We'll have about, I want to say maybe about another 10 more points left to go. And in that process, when we hit those 10 more points, we're going to do one into reload right now, so we have a little bit of a faster reload. We have a fast bullet, and we're going to probably maybe put one more point in reload just so I have a really fast flurry of bullets going out. And we're just we're just on the leaderboard again, Games by Atlaz in the upper right hand corner. And you'll see that there in the #9 slot from 10. Now, again, this is not a game that's super hard, but it does require a little bit of reflex. Does require a little bit of understanding of how the game is built out. So the building portion of the game is really kind of making sure you spend your points, because you only get so many. If I were to do the math, I could probably explain to you how many points you get, because as you get over 30, you only get, like, for every 2 levels that you get above and beyond that, you'll get, like, I'll get another point here at 35, and so on. So, well, no, not at 35. I guess I thought I was going to get one at 35. Maybe it's 36. But after 30, the points slow down drastically. You go from having a really steady fire rate, or a leveling rate, to kind of where you're just, I'm going to go right in here like this. I'm just going to hang out and just fucking just beat on all this shit. We're going to get these points up as quickly as we can. We just moved up the leaderboard here pretty good. I got to get out of here. It's getting too crowded. Getting too crowded. Getting way too crowded, yo. And these little purple triangles, or pink, fuchsia triangles, are again, I guess the bots, the machine spawns those. Yeah, I'm not playing team right now. I have played team. Team is one of those that I like. I like the individuality of some of the games. Now, yes, team play is important. Team membership is important of any good game. But teams are just one piece of the overall puzzle. That's, if you think about it. And here we go. We got a few more points to spend. We're going to crank up that reload by 1 more point. We're going to put 1 more there and 1 more there. So We have a pretty high damage, a pretty fast reload rate, and you're not going to kill me, dude, so I don't know why you think you are. Got him. I was going to say, like, you're not going to fuck me up, so I don't know why you think you are. And, yeah, the last night we were having some fun. I was having a fun conversation. It seemed like people were hanging out and enjoying the conversation, so that was kind of fun. But the last night's conversation was I was kind of just rambling on in a drunken stupor, and now I'm up after probably about maybe like 4 hours of sleep. I went to the grocery store, had to get groceries. There was some chicken on sale, and I love chicken on sale. It's my favorite. Chicken's one of those meats that it usually does go on sale most times for a fairly inexpensive price, whereas beef is one of those things that I do enjoy. But as I've gotten older, I don't really. I like the taste of beef, but it just doesn't agree with my stomach as it used to, and that's kind of happens when you get older. So if you're young and you can still enjoy a hamburger every now and then, that's awesome. My body still, I can eat them, but I just don't like how it makes my stomach feel sometimes. And I think it has to do with all the unless it's free range beef, it doesn't do that. But if it's like just the regular stuff that you're going to find on sale at the local grocer, all the hormones and stuff they give to the beef to make it grow better or make it grow faster, is really, we're 1 point away from max level right now. So I have a feeling that'll be it for my point set right now. We kind of have a pretty serious build going on. We're just basically, as soon as we've got a few more points here, and we'll hit our max tank, which is going to be the Octa tank, which is my favorite. It's a flurry of bullets going to fly across the board at this point. Here, and we literally are almost on that right now. We're going to have a few more points to kill, and we'll have it. And there we go. We hit Octa tank. So we're on Octa tank upgrade. We're going to put max damage. So we got max damage, max penetration. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill you, dude. Sorry, I didn't see it was you, dude. I'm sorry. I was just kind of going around beating stuff up. Sorry, dude. I wasn't trying to kill you, man. Don't take it personal. I was just kind of going around. I didn't really see that it was somebody that was on the game with me. I apologize. I didn't even catch the kill log. I didn't even see it. So yeah, this is Octatank. Octatank is a fun flurry of bullets. As you can see, it just kind of sends bullets everywhere. Now we're level 4 on the leaderboard right now at 25,000 points. We still got a ways to go to hit number 1 slot, but we can probably still do it if we just kind of hang in here for a little bit. We're trying to go number 1 slot. Once we go number 1, we'll maybe go to like Wings, or maybe we'll go to Agario, or maybe even some of these other ones. But again, this is one of those games that's really a lot of fun. Has a lot of power, and if you get the basic build of it and stay out of and learn how to manipulate your character. And the Octatank is one of the. And once you get to Octatank, it's kind of it's not foolproof because you can still get killed. Obviously, you just need somebody who's got a good sprint. That with body damage, it will fuck you up because that's why it's important to have movement. Well, thanks for saying it's okay, Slater. I appreciate it. But yeah, I didn't want to kill you, man. I'm sorry. I just killed FFA. I don't know if that was somebody from there, but yeah, we're just kind of putting. We got a lot of damage, a lot of penetration out there, and it's a flurry of bullets. That's why I chose to go this build. Max damage, pretty decent reload rate, and max penetration with again a pretty decent bullet speed. And with that, we have a decent movement speed in addition to. So it does help with the overall getting out of the way. Now there are some other, like I said, there are some other builds that we can go over maybe in a different game. Maybe I tried to build out the destroyer build again. Destroyers are a really hard build to work with because if you don't have a decent reload rate, you're kind of dead in the water. So you have to work on like your body damage is one of the things you'd want. You also need to work on, you'd want to work on reload rate, which would be a good one. Maybe a little bit in damage, a lot in sprint, so you can actually move really fast, and a little bit in maybe a little bit in bullet speed is what would probably be the right choice for that. And then the rest in hit points and in regen, because you're going to be using your body to hit into people, and you take damage for doing that. So drain, and but yeah, you guys hanging in here. Make sure you subscribe and like. I have a lot of long play videos. I am eventually going to try to start editing. I just sat down yesterday to start doing some of it, and what I'm going to do is do a highlight reel where it'll be just like some of the best of, or where as opposed to just doing these long plays. And I'll be posting those up later in a playlist format where you can just go through and watch maybe some of the highlights as opposed to watching all of it. The only other side I noticed is that my playback, I was noticing just downloading the video because I'm just streaming it straight onto YouTube, and I downloaded it to edit it. And the downside of that fly just walked across the camera. That's gross. That's so creepy. I hate flies. I'm gonna just beat this guy down until he fucking pops. We're on a kill streak right now. We're on #1 slot right now with about 36,000. So I am the leader. I will be the target for everybody to chase down and beat on. So I'm trying to stay away from everybody as best I can without getting overrun, because there's people already trying to overtake me right now. But we're going to go back in here because this is always a great way to get points. Just going right in here and start eating these guys up and start taking these little places out, because these spawn with a ferocity, and if you can get them, you get a lot of points out of them, especially these big octo triangles right here. So we're just going to basically see what happens, try to get a couple of these bigger ones in play. And he thinks he's going to try to fuck me up. He's got another thing coming for him. So we got a pretty good score off of that. We're going to move on out of there because it's getting a little congested. And we're about 45,000. Again, not my highest score I've ever had, but we're on. I'm going behind the big dude. Well, and right now it's kind of hard to get close to me, because if you get close to me, I have just so many bullets flying because I'm on auto fire right now. It is kind of hard to decide what is actually going to happen. This fucking fly needs to go away, man. But yeah, this has been a really fun little stream. We'll probably, after this round's over, I'll probably stop. I'm going to go get some breakfast. I have to go do a bio break, and then I'll start another stream, maybe with some other stuff. So don't be afraid to subscribe, and make sure you like some of the videos that you see here. Maybe something about it. Let me know what you liked about the conversations. Let me know what you hated about some of the conversations. But nonetheless, just let me know what's going on, because I'm really trying to make this channel for you guys, the audience. You're the ones who I'm making it for. This isn't about me. This is about you guys and how I can better give you higher quality content. Like, I know I'm getting a better computer here shortly. I will be doing that. I have a couple goals that I'm trying to reach to hit that higher computer. God dang, he's trying to fucking flurry me, but he's not going to win on that. We're going to just cut into him like this. And I see him over here. I'm looking for that guy. Where'd he go? And I'm looking for that SOB. Where'd he go, man? Oh, you died again? Dude, that sucks, Slater. So yeah, I mean, this takes a little bit of getting used to, just to kind of play a good game. And most of the games I've been doing, I've been actually able to... again, I said the first round I was just outside of leaderboard, and I got popped by I wasn't paying attention, though. It was my fault for not paying attention. And now I pretty much hit the leaderboard. Not necessarily #1. I was last night I was #2 when we were playing this, and I had to end the stream after that because I was really getting hammered and I needed to go to bed. It was getting kind of late. So and this guy's got a fast movement speed, and I can tell he's got sniper, because the damage he's doing is pretty heavy for just that little tiny bullet, and it's a fast moving bullet. Sniper. Oh, my dad changed his profile. That's awesome. I gotta go talk to my dad and talk to him for a few minutes anyway. But yeah, this is really fun. This is really one of those games that you can really enjoy. God, he's trying to fuck me up. I can't get out of the fucking melee on that guy. I'll just turn my shit off for a second. Hang on. Oh, he got me. So yeah, that was Extreme Gamer nailed me. So good job for Extreme Gamer for putting a kill down on me. We'll leave it sit there for just a second. And again, I want to thank you all for watching. This has been another episode of Slither and Dipio. And again, please feel free to subscribe and like. I'll be back here probably in about another stream and maybe another 30-40 minutes or so. And we'll catch up with you a little bit later. But again, I want to thank you for all watching. Please subscribe and like, and don't be afraid to play these games. You always can use some of these builds that I show you. They're all pretty valuable. But again, I want to thank you so much for being a part of my world, and thanks for watching Atlaz Games by Atlaz, Worlds Within Worlds. I would appreciate you for liking and subscribing, and have a great day.